Magical Times Empowerment reading, card 1. Let's go ahead and get started with this card, Rebirth. So this card says, no matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past. Accept the positive change that is coming. So, if you've had to let go of any dreams, as I surely have over the years had to let go of quite a number of dreams, you can always make new dreams. And with that card, it's kind of like the Phoenix rising. And you may be going through this where you're really having to let go of something that you had your heart set on, and that is always painful. But I'm here to tell you that you're going to evolve into another level of life, and you will get past this, and it will end up just as good, if not better, than what you had originally planned. So keep the faith, and let's go ahead and draw another card. Now we're going into the Amy Brown Fairy Wisdom deck. So let's grab a Fairy Wisdom card. We might do 2 of these actually. Let's do the first one. Okay, 2 mini dragons is this card. Really cute artwork. I love this deck. Oop. So with this 2 mini dragons, you've got too much on your plate. You're looking at too many possibilities, and it's time to prioritize what you're wanting to do, because if you're like me, you want to do 1,000 things every day, and there is simply not enough time in the day, nor is there enough energy to pull it all off. And then we end up being ineffective in every area. So with this card right here, this is telling you to just prioritize what you want to do, and kind of trim away the things that aren't going to serve you as well, because what's really important to you will be diminished by not letting go of some options. So let's go ahead and draw another Fairy Wisdom card. Ooh, we've got attitude. So whenever I have to let go of a dream and transition into another dream, there is a period of real anger and resentment and disappointment that I experience because I'm having to release something that I had my heart set on. So it's okay to have a bit of an attitude problem for a while, completely okay. And having to trim off things that you want to do can very well lead to resentments. So what you can do about this card is trim it down to 1 to 2 top things that you want to get accomplished, and then you don't have to completely not have the other things, but just look at it as doing those things at a later time, because right now you've just really got to focus in on what you love and get through the period of resentment so that you can be fully effective in your goals, okay? It's totally cool to have some attitude. That comes with the territory of having to let go of things. That can be very difficult. So, but you don't want to get locked into the attitude segment for long, because that will diminish you as well. Okay, we're going to draw some tarot now. Go ahead and cut this deck. I like to shuffle the cards and clear them all before I begin, and then give them a quick shuffle again. Okay, Ace of Wands. This is the most appropriate card to come up. Wands are fire. Wands are fire sign people, and wands are creative solutions. So I would say take a very creative approach to what you're wanting to come up with. Just be really creative about how you want your life to look, and once you get to the point where you have released some of this stuff that you just can't do all at once, then you can really zero in and get creative on the things that you have chosen to do, okay? Let's draw another. 3, the Empress card. This card tells you that you have everything you need right now to accomplish your goals. To me, it looks like you just need to tweak your priorities. The Empress is very, very good at accomplishment and being able to succeed. So you have success totally in the cards for you, literally. And all you've just got to do is just do some tweaking. Okay, let's draw another. Ha! Queen of Wands. Okay, this is more of a message of creative solutions. And the queens are very powerful people. They're older. This could be you. This could be representing you, especially if you're a fire sign, or it could be representing a woman in your life that may have some creative solutions for you that you could run by. If it does not represent an actual person, it represents more success from your creative solutions, because you've got two very powerful women here, and one of them's a wand. One of them is a major arcana card, and then you have the Ace of Wands, which is the most powerful wand in the deck as far as I read. I read the aces as very powerful. They're the most powerful minor arcana. So you've got a lot of success waiting for you. You just got to get totally dialed in on what you want to do, okay? So now we're going to do a couple more tarot. You've got the Six of Coins. This is being in a position to help people. And I would say if you're letting too much of your energy go helping people who are not willing to help themselves, now would be the time to stop. But if you are giving a hand up that is appreciated and respected, then by all means continue that, okay? This is definitely you being in the position to help another. And your energy might be being drained because the help you're giving is not being appreciated or respected. So you'll just need to take that into account. Let's draw one more tarot. Page of Swords. Okay, so you've got an element in your life that is interfering with your success. This is either, and if it's a person, it's a younger person that is having a lot of problems themselves, and those problems are kind of flowing over into your life, and it might be time to put a stop to the interaction with this person for a while, and that can be very temporary, okay? And if this is not a person, then you may have a self-sabotaging attitude going on within you that is hindering your progress. And if that's the case, I would just say go into meditation, take a little time to look at that, and just see what behaviors are getting in your way. I have to do this periodically myself. It's totally something everybody goes through, so it's nothing to be ashamed of or anything like that. It's just life, you know. We get angry sometimes, and especially when we're having to shuffle around our life and let go of stuff that we don't want to let go of, which I'm going through that right now with something, and it makes me irritable. So the key is to not let it interfere with your power and with your progress. Let's go ahead and draw an Earth Magic card. This deck's really nice. This is by Stephen Farmer, and I show all these at the beginning, as you saw. Okay. Might go ahead and draw two of these too. I'm feeling like I need to draw two. Rain, purification. This card brings up a great point. I'm in the winter time now. I'm in Colorado in the USA, and we're in January, or actually it's February 3rd. Whoa, time flies. But rain, we're not getting rain at this time of year. And if you are, I would recommend going out and standing in it if at all possible. But if it's not possible to stand in the rain, then what you can do, and I do this all the time, and it's a very good exercise to get acclimated to. When you take a shower and you're standing under the water, you're getting your body totally clean of all the physical dirt. Just imagine all the psychic and emotional and energetic dirt washing down the drain as well. Because when we're with people, we intermingle our energy and their energy, blends together or clashes or whatever the case may be. But when we go out and we're around people, we absorb a lot of energy that doesn't belong to us. So I use my shower to wash all of that off. It's a very quick and easy way to do an energetic cleansing. With this Page of Swords card coming up, I would say it's a very good idea to start implementing that. Okay, another fire card. So you're very passionate about these things up here. You've just got to pick what you're absolutely most passionate about, because this card is passion. We'll put him there. And if you're feeling passionate about 5 things, that's totally understandable, but you still have to trim off some of the excess. Otherwise, you're just going to continue to be ineffective. Darn it, I know we don't like hearing it. Okay, now let's draw an energetic card. We're going to do an energy card and a message card. For the end of this, do an energy oracle here. Here's the back of this deck. I really, really like this artwork. It's so really, really nice. Gorgeous. Community. It's time to get with people you love and who love you, and it's time to feel supported. You really are in a place where you need to, maybe have a heart-to-heart with someone you really love and really trust, and let them support you in this transition time of yours. Friends can work miracles on us. They can have a miraculous effect on us. And I have been hanging out with some people lately that really bring me up. And that's another thing. If you're around people who are bringing you down all the time, it might be time to switch up your crew of people you're around. And if you're not hanging out with anybody, then I would definitely say look into meetup groups, look into some kind of a Facebook group or something like that, where you can connect with people who are of like mind, who have the same interests as you, so that you can have a community of friends that are into the same stuff you're into. I am telling you, I've done this, and I'm part of a few different groups, and it has been so valuable to me to have these wonderful people in my life. Really valuable. Okay, last message card, where we've got the little flower petals message deck, and the card for you is Jasmine. Success will be found if you hold on to hope. So if you are letting go or having to let go of something that you had your heart set on, just hang in there, because I promise you it's going to get better. It will get better if you hang in there, and it will get better if you let go of some of these little dragons. And of course, they can come back in the future, but right now it's really important for you to have 1 or 2 really powerful dragons instead of 7 or 8 not so powerful dragons. You know what I mean? I'm so glad you picked card number 1. I think this is a very powerful reading. So I look forward to seeing you again. Have a great day. Hello and welcome to card number 2 of the Magical Times Empowerment reading. Let's see what we have today. Friendship. Be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let the others go. This is such a powerful little card. For so many years, well, even today, I'm still very much a loner. For a long time, I struggled to get around people socially, excuse me, at all. And that can be lonely, but I still like my alone time. But this card looks like it's telling you maybe you've got some friendships right now in your life that aren't serving you very well. Or maybe you need to get out there and make some friends. And there's meetup groups and Facebook groups and all kinds of different avenues today. We're so blessed with the internet and with technology to be able to seek out real quick people who share our same interests. So let's go ahead and move on now. We're going to draw 2 Fairy Wisdom cards to go along with that one. That's a Magical Times card. The Friendship one. Friendships can be really tricky, but they are so well worth it when you have the right people in your life. Okay, so the first card here, Human Myth. So you've got a fairy reading about the humans instead of the other way around. So make room in your life for magic. Make room in your life to notice all the really miraculous things going on around you. This little fairy is like, oh, dreaming about humans and what their lives must be like. And we need this magic. At least I do. I need magic in my life. I need to know that there's mysteries that I can try to solve or think about or contemplate. So I would just say open yourself up to the mystery of life. Next card, the Oldest Fairy. So it's always fun to make friends who are wise and who have a lot of knowledge about certain topics, especially those topics that move you and that you really love. I would definitely recommend seeking out people who are wise in your areas of interest. I think you're going to open yourself up to such an amazing world of people that will just empower your life so much to have these people in it, and you will learn so much. Let's go ahead and move on. I really do love that deck. I love all the decks. I say that all the time. We're going to move on to tarot now. We're going to draw 5 tarot cards. Go ahead and cut this deck. Okay, first card. King of Coins. Okay, kings are always older people, and coins are earth, so could be an older man of an earth sign. King is clearly male. And then pentacles are earth. So, and coins are pentacles. Traditional tarot is pentacles. So this deck has coins in place of pentacles. And this can be you. This can also be a man in your life who is very well versed at making money and very well versed at investing. So if you're trying to invest money, I would definitely root around and find some people who are wise in that area, and definitely make sure that you follow your intuition whenever you're dealing with people. But right now you've got the Oldest Fairy and the King of Coins, which are both people of wisdom in a certain area. This one particularly with money. So definitely follow your intuition with the people you meet, and follow your gut, of course. And then we've got the Star card. This card always says wishes fulfilled. This card tells you to aim high and to reach for what you want. Because if you reach for what you know, you don't want good to be the enemy of the best. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, don't settle. Now is not a time to settle. Now is a time to reach for what it is you really want. And maybe do some meditation to figure out some ways that are going to put you in alignment with getting what you want. Okay? But aim high. Page of coins. Okay, the pages are younger, and they're usually, to me, when I read, these are messengers. So you could have a younger person in your life who's very financially wise beyond their years. This is somebody you might want to talk to. Plus, the young people in my life have helped me very much financially by helping me with technology. You know, I knew how to pick up a paintbrush for many years, but I didn't know how to make digital products and sell them online, and now I know how to do that. So, you know, younger people have a wealth of wisdom for us, and this is financial wisdom in particular here. So it looks like you've got some good financial messages coming to you. All you have to do is simply be open to receive them. Temperance. I love this card. Now this card speaks to great power. Temperance means that you have the ability to mix water and fire without boiling the water or putting the fire out. You know just how to work a situation, when to speak, when not to speak, when to act, when not to act. All of those things, you are very intuitional and extremely good at judging what the situation calls for and bringing it to the situation. So just know that you possess this power and that it is at your disposal at all times, okay? Now we've got the Page of Swords. This little bugger keeps showing up in a lot of readings I've been doing lately. The Page of Swords is a younger person, and swords are air, so this could be an air sign. And pages, to me, are generally female, but that's not always true. But they do speak to younger people, okay? And this one has a bit of a rebellious, kind of a very difficult attitude to have to deal with. So this is either someone in your life, or I have to say it might be you having the attitude problem. It's either you or someone else. And according to this reading, it seems to me like you might have been recently maybe burned by somebody who you trusted as a friend and didn't come through for you in some way, or treated you poorly or something like that. And I would say don't let that move into your heart and harden your heart. Just allow yourself to move out of that relationship and move on and keep your heart center open, because you've got so much good coming into your life and you have the ability to change things. And you know, a lot of times we don't have the ability to change people, but we have the ability to stay or go based on how we're being treated. We have the ability to make choices according to how we're being treated. And I think it's definitely time with these cards coming up for you to maybe make that choice. And if you're feeling frisky and irritable and you're going through an angry phase right now, maybe, just know that it will pass. And when you're feeling that way, probably best not to say a whole lot until you're feeling a little bit better about things, okay? Just in case that's you. Now let's go ahead and pull a couple Earth Magic cards. So many of the minor arcana people cards, they can either be or even major, but the people cards that are actually pointing to actual people, they can either be someone close to us, or it can be an aspect of that personality that's coming through in us. And that's just the way I've always read. So let's do 2 earth magics now. Okay, forest breath. It's really time to give yourself the gift of maybe some nice walks in nature, maybe a little picnic or some kind of nature-based activity. It's winter here for me now. I'm in Colorado, but I still hike in the cold. I love to hike. If it's too cold, of course, I won't go. And it's really cold today. It's like 18 degrees today, which is a little too cold for me. But find a way to get yourself in nature. And if you're in my situation where you just can't get outside, then a really cool thing you can do is light a candle. So, and just breathe in and out, you know, do some nice deep cleansing breath work periodically, and it always makes such a huge difference in my life. Okay, Milky Way. This is the card of perspective. So sometimes we get locked into a certain perspective and then it ends up being counterproductive to what we're trying to do. So every now and then you might want to just check your perspective and see how, if the way you're looking at things are working for you or if they're working against you. Okay, that one's pretty self-explanatory. I love to get around people of like mind. I have some really cool friends in my life today, and I bounce stuff off of them, and when they talk they give me a whole new way of looking at stuff. And I really appreciate and need that. So I think we should all have a bit of that in our lives. Okay, we're going to draw an energy card now. Got my little doggy in here with me. He's making some noise, if you can hear him. Oh, door to personal healing and happiness. So it's your job now to walk through this door. Okay, you have the power of temperance right here. You have wise people who are authorities in the topics that really interest you. You have access to them right now in your life, but you've got to take the initiative and walk through the door. Okay, it's time. And you will be so glad you did. So, you know, I'm definitely a loner, and there are times, a lot of times, when I don't want to be around people, and I honor that in myself often. But also, there are times where we've just got to be around others and we've got to open up our lives. And I really think that this reading is definitely saying that to you, and to remember your power, because you may be feeling off center or out of balance and out of whack, and that's okay. That happens to all of us, but you really are a very, very powerful person with this temperance ability here. Okay, now we're going to do a flower petal message card, and we drew Aster, which says, "The past is over. Let your true self step forward." That is funny. That's exactly what I was just saying. So there it is in confirmation for you. All right, these are all the cards for this reading, and I hope this helped you, and I look very much forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day. Hi, and welcome to card choice number 3. Let's see what we've got. This is the Magical Times Empowerment reading. Dignity is card 3. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. It's really time to have that dignity and self-pride. Maybe you've been feeling a little shy lately or a little off balance. Not true. Give yourself the credit that is due for you. It's absolutely time to stand in your power. Let's draw a couple fairy cards. Give that a cut real quick. Shaman. Okay, this card speaks to your personal power. It is time for you to, if you haven't already mastered your area of interest, it's time to maybe brush up on your skills. The shaman is the absolute master of their craft of healing and wisdom. So, you definitely want to take get any education that's necessary to master and hone in your craft, or maybe do some upkeep and get yourself back to center, knowing that you are powerful and that you are a master of your craft. And it is time to stand in that power, because life has gifts for you, and you may be blocking those gifts from coming by allowing the off balance to kind of get the better of you. So it's time to release that. Birth of Magic. Okay, this card right here, to me in this reading, is saying if you just stand in your power and know how wonderful and all the achievements that you've accomplished, if you keep that at the front of your mind, knowing that you are the master of your craft, that a lot of magical, really cool things are going to start coming your way as a result of that. But we've got to get centered again for those things to be able to come, okay? So let's go ahead and draw some tarot. We're going to draw 5 of these cards now. Okay, the first card is the Four of Wands. Now, this is a very happy card, and you're still at the beginning of a cycle, so you're starting to wake up to the fact that you really do have everything you need to be able to succeed. This is a very happy card and time, so I really see this as you stepping back into your power and taking your dignity back again, okay? Very nice card, Four of Wands. Okay, Seven of Cups. Cups are emotional. Cups are water, of course. And the Seven of Cups always speaks to me about having too much on your plate. This came up in card 1 with the fairy deck. It was too many dragons. Same message. The Seven of Cups means that you're trying to do too many things at once, and you're diminishing your power because your focus is way too scattered. So you're just going to want to tweak a little bit and prioritize the things you want to do, and really focus on the 1 or 2 top things that you want to get accomplished. I wouldn't really focus on any more than 2, because even 2 can diminish the power of both of those things. So just tweak a little bit. Okay, the Death card. Now, this card almost always speaks of putting to death something. And to me, this is saying to put to death that the idea that you don't think you're good enough. It's time to put that idea to death. It's absolutely not true. You may need some training and tweaking, but it's time to give yourself credit where credit is due. There is harm being done in your life due to you not standing in your power. And I know I have said that a little bit differently already, but it keeps coming up. So it's time to put this idea that you're not good enough to death right now. Okay. Next tarot, Three of Wands. Okay, wands are fire, and wands are creative solution. And 3 is pretty in the beginning of the cycle again. 1s, 2s, 3s are beginning of cycle. 4s, 5s, and 6s are moving into more of the meat of the cycle. 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9 is, and 10. Those are all more into the completion segment. So this is the beginning. So this is almost, everything is really speaking to a rebirth here for you. We've got this 7, and that one is simply saying too much on your plate. Okay, 3 of coins, another 3. So coins, pentacles, pentacles, earth, material. 3 of coins is you're in the beginning phases of having a financial idea that at its base is a very good financial idea. You've still got some work to do to bring this idea into fruition, but you are absolutely powerful enough to pull it off. So if there's something you're thinking of doing to make money, you just need to educate yourself a little bit more on the subject and get into action on it. And we all stumble around. You know, we have to get into action before we can make a mistake, though. So that part's very important. Go ahead and draw 2 Earth Magic cards now. See, I do these readings and I'm on camera, and sometimes I get nervous and I stumble around verbally like I did a minute ago. And you know what? It's okay, because I love to read, and I've been doing this for many years. I haven't been doing it on film. I'm very new at doing it on film, but that's the thing, you know, you just got to let yourself stumble around a little bit and find your footing, and every time you do something that you want to do, you get better and better. So we all go through that little awkward phase. Okay, desert vision quest. It's definitely time for you to go within and really get centered on what's important to you and what you can get rid of. Because you've got things in your life, due to the 7 of Cups once again, that are diminishing your power. So it's really important to, if you can take a little trip in nature, that would be a powerful thing to do. If you're not able to do that, a couple other really powerful things you can do is you can meditate and you can journal. And journaling, if you just, I like to do this thing called automatic writing. And it's where I will take a piece of paper and a pen, and I'll write at the top of the paper the topic of what I'm needing help with. And then I take a few deep breaths and get myself into a light trance state. And then I just write, and I don't stop. I let my mind keep going and just let the pen move across the page. But that automatic writing can really open up some things that you were maybe not even aware of, because you're getting your judgment and everything out of the way. So I would definitely recommend giving that a try. It helps me immensely. Ooh, the Green Man card, synergy. Yep, the time that you take to meditate and go within and create this little vision quest situation for you is going to pay off hugely. You will end up with all of this synergy going on in your life, and you'll be so much better for it. So let's go ahead and draw an energy card now. We're going to do an energy card and a flower petal message card, and that will complete this reading. Cornucopia. So here's the land of plenty and abundance and joy and happiness and celebration. So it's really time for you to let loose and have some fun in life. You've been bogged down way too much with stress and worry, and we are not here to suffer. We're here to learn through joy and have fun with our lives. So it's really time for you to have some fun. You deserve this, and the time has come for you to know just how how much you've accomplished and where you've brought yourself, and that everything you've done deserves credit, especially from you, because when we take ourselves seriously and when we give ourselves love and kindness, then that reflects out to the world, and then that's what we call to us. So it's really time for you to have some fun. Let's go ahead and draw this last card. Daffodil. The sun shines brighter when you are here. So this card right here wraps this all up beautifully. You are a valuable, valuable person, and you are very valuable to the people in your life. And it's really time for you to know this. If you've been feeling down on yourself, let it go, darling, because you're way better than you're giving yourself credit for, okay? I'm so glad you chose card 3. This is a very powerful reading, in my opinion. And I'm so glad that you joined me today, and I look very much forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.